Merhaba. Uh, we continue reviewing a few things from last semester and adding one more piece to it. So in this video, I would like to review the infinitive clause, which is part of the chapter 8 this week as well. But we learned that in regards, or like in when we use some like or dislike words. Remember, hoşlanmak, nefret etmek, bayılmak, ilgilenmek. So these were the words we used to express likes and dislikes. And then when we were doing that, we used infinitive verbs to express actions, the actions we like or we don't like. For instance, kitap okumaktan hoşlanıyorum. Right? Temizlik yapmaktan nefret ediyorum. So I like reading, I don't like or I hate cleaning. So we learned that in these cases, okumak, temizlik yapmak, these are the infinitive verbs I just used, act like nouns in the sentence. So they can become objects, like in these examples. So when that happens, they can take case endings. And it really depends on the verb, which case ending they will take. Hoşlanmak takes, both hoşlanmak and nefret etmek takes ablative. So that's why okumaktan hoşlanıyorum, temizlik yapmaktan nefret ediyorum, right? So here's a table for you showing the infinitive verb okumak with two case endings to remind you how do they look like. Okumak, with dative it is okumaya. With ablative it's okumaktan, right? So that's how it works. Now I'd like to add one more verb to our like and dislike infinitives. It's actually probably the main one, istemek, to like, or to want or to wish. And when we're talking about actions, usually we don't add, it doesn't take case endings. For instance, ben bugün ders çalışmak istemiyorum. I don't want to study today. Ben her gün spor yapmak istiyorum. I want to exercise or do sports every day. Siz Türkiye'ye gitmek istiyor musunuz? Do you want, would you like to go to Turkey? So in these cases you see the infinitives I just used, ders çalışmak, spor yapmak, gitmek, didn't take any case endings. That's probably, again, refreshing for you that you don't have to worry about it. But I'd like to talk about something really common in Turkish when we are talking about wishing or desiring something. It's a phrasal verb, canım istiyor, or canım istemiyor. Can is soul. We talked about this before. And when you use it with istemek, canım, my soul wants, my soul don't want. This is the way we say, I feel like, or I don't feel like. And you may hear this a lot. People saying, canım ders çalışmak istemiyor. So, you know, the action becomes in between. Canım ders çalışmak istemiyor. I don't feel like studying. So speaking of canım, you may hear people calling each other canım a lot. So you hear this a lot in speech. So it literally means yes, my soul, but we use it in the way of sweetie, and it doesn't have to be for the, you know, for the romantic other. It can be used for friends and family, but I would be very careful about this because it really depends on the relationship. Is it appropriate or not? So I would be sure before using this, that this person is close to me. I know this person very well before before calling them canım. Okay. All right, so that's it for this week. It's a short lesson. I hope you can take this opportunity to review some of the things we learned, especially like and dislike verbs last semester. But before I finish, I want to remind you one more thing, because you tend to forget. How do you ask how old are you in Turkish? I hope you remembered. Kaç yaşındasın? Kaç yaşındasın, right? So yaş is age. And when we ask this question, we literally say, at what age are you? Yaşındasın, right? So the answer can be 18 yaşındayım. Or you may hear people also say 18 yaşımdayım. So yaşındayım, yaşımdayım. They're both correct. People use them both. So please practice this one again. Don't forget it. And do your worksheets as always. And I'll see you in class. Kolay gelsin.